Hey, what's good, y'all? And dolla.com back with another one on my little run for the day. But it got me thinking that some of y'all are so caught up in the lights and the fame and the clout and the followers that y'all don't realize that this is a marathon. It's gonna take a lot longer than you anticipate to get to where you want to get at. Now, I'm not saying that there's not outliers. I'm not saying that there's not people that, have made one song and then blow up. You can do that. But should you rely on that? Should you expect that? No, I don't think you should. I really think that you should just be locked in for the long haul. I've been doing the same shit for 20 years. And if you ask anybody that's ever met me at any point in my life, they'll tell you that I've been making music the whole entire time they knew me. You don't see my name on billboards. I don't hear my songs on the radio. I have before, but I don't hear my shit on the radio. I don't have a million followers, things like that. But I'm still here. See, the whole point of this, or what I'm telling you this for, is to let you know that you gotta be anchored, or your why has to be something greater than just fame and followers and money and shit like that. Because what'll happen is, once you don't get that shit overnight that you expected to do, once you don't blow up overnight like Old Town Road or whatever, then you just give up on your dream because you feel like you can't do it because you didn't do it on somebody else's timeline. Like, one thing you gotta know about this life is that everybody's path, everybody's journey is different. Like this path I'm walking on right now, even on the same path, people are gonna take different steps than you. We're not all gonna walk the same speed. We're not gonna all jog the same speed. We're not gonna all run the same speed. It's a marathon, y'all. Just get ready to lock in and be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing for it to take longer. I know that you wanna show everybody what you're doing and how good you're doing it and how you told them you was gonna do this, but take it from me, somebody who tried to do that before. Nothing good comes of it. All that ends up happening is you end up out of money, out of friends, out of ideas, out of confidence. And that's a bad spot to be in. So it's a marathon. Just like the late great Nip Hussle said, the marathon continues. And if it don't, what else are you doing? Why does it matter how fast it happens as long as you end up successful for the long term, right? Who gives a shit how long it takes? You shouldn't give a shit. And people really don't give a shit about it either way. They might act like they do. Oh man, you taking so long. Oh man, you not famous yet. Oh man, you ain't got no hit records yet. You still rapping. How old are you? People gonna always have shit to say, man. Like, that's why I always tell y'all the same shit all the time. It's just like, cause I always get the same fucking questions. People asking me the same shit all the fucking time. How can I speed this process up? How can I do it without money? How can I do this? How can I do that? And I just tell them the same thing. It's like, bro or girl, you gotta lock in. You gotta be okay with locking in. I'm gonna turn around and go the other way. You gotta be all right with locking in and being there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow the short term to affect your long term. You know what I mean? Like when you first start your business, I tell people to, resell items on eBay. That's one of the best ways to make money, I think, in this climate. One of the easiest ways, because a lot of us have shit at our house that we don't use, that we don't realize would sell. Like, for instance, I'm gonna just give you one item. If any of y'all got any graphing calculators from school, especially Texas Instruments 84, you can make $50 off that right now. Go on eBay, I promise you. I just sold one, I listed it. It was up there for 10 hours, sold and shipped. I'm trying to tell y'all what to do. It's a marathon. This shit is not a fucking sprint. Think about it like this. The marathon runners, they run 26K and all that shit. Now, let's say the fastest man on earth was to run a marathon, right? But he's generally a sprinter. So let's say he sprints the first mile and he beats everybody's ass. Like, there ain't nobody even near him, right? Like, if you look behind me, just imagine. I just sprinted, right? Ain't nobody even near me. I still got 25 miles to go. I can't fucking sprint for 25 miles, but I just used most of my energy on this first mile. So whether it's the second mile, the third mile, the fourth mile, the fifth mile, the sixth mile, eventually someone's gonna catch up because I'm just gonna continuously slow down. What happens when you hit the peak of the mountain? you go back down. It's the same thing with this life. As far as building the life that you want to build, you got to be willing to stay in the game. You got to be willing to do the shit that everybody else ain't willing to do. That's the difference between those who make it and those who fake it. That's the difference between those who get it and those who ain't never gonna get it. Guys, what I'm saying is this. Life is a marathon. I know people say life is short, life is short, life is short. Do you think 80 years is short, motherfucker? Do you think 80 years is short? If you do, 20 years shouldn't be shit to you, right? If you do, 2 years shouldn't be shit to you. Why is it okay to do a marathon at a job for somebody else? Why is it okay to work 40 years and hopefully you get this pension and this retirement that they've been telling you about, but you can't take the same 3 years and invest in your fucking self? That shit boggles my fucking mind, man. Like, I don't get why we're so caught up in what we think everybody else wants us to do or what everyone else thinks we should do. Who gives a shit about that? Stop it, man. Like, y'all are killing yourselves. Y'all killing your own dreams. You can't even blame somebody for that shit because you doing it. Life's a marathon, guys. Like, be ready to pace yourself. Don't sprint out the gate. You don't need to do it. And some of y'all will do it and get lucky. And I'm not saying that won't be you, but I can honestly say it probably won't be you, because most of y'all don't rap better than me if you're a musician. And I ain't sprinted out the gate like that. And I got 600 videos on my YouTube page already. So if you talking numbers like that, that's hard to compete with. How does someone that comes into the game compete with somebody that got over 600 videos already, right? Okay. So with that being said, guys, just remember this. No matter what happens, it's gonna happen. So let it happen, right? Let what needs to happen, happen. Let what needs to take place, take its place. And what you do is continue to run the race. All right, y'all. With that being said, if y'all want to see more high quality content, y'all want to see me in a studio or something instead of sweating like a fucking pig on Thanksgiving, y'all want to hear better music, y'all want to hear better production, things like that, make sure you support me on the Cash App. That's $ Ant Dollar Hove, AntDollahov, or of course Venmo, and that's at Ant Dollar, just like the Instagram. Guys, it's a marathon, man. Get comfortable. Look around. Take a view of what's going on, baby. Cause it's going on, baby. I'm out, man. I'll let y'all later,